It really is. And sometimes it can be dry, like I'm using the brush now. And you can change colors. And then you start to move the brush in that feeling that you want to create with your colors. So you still go back, I always do it, I go back using the same colors and then mixing something new into it to put in a different area. But what that does is it makes it all relate. Except you can't do it in the building, but in parts of that building you can do it. So you put some of this in, and you put some white into that. And then it's, for anybody who's done that, the water, you go like this. Ground has swales in it. It goes like this, right? The ground goes like this. And when you look at it, it looks like a line. It's a swale. So that's what you want to try to do if you can do it. Because it has all those little things in it. And they call those swales. And then something happened over here. The farmer did something over here. It's all looking. Yeah. Oh, the cow was over there. That's it. The cow came over. He got in and involved in it. He got his foot in there. And so you kind of let the brush work for you. It has a shape, the brush. So you use that shape. And this is a farm that we thought about putting a little bit of, like somebody on a lawnmower cut it. But I X'd that idea. I was going to do that. I thought about it. But I like it on Ken. Looks better. Okay. Now that's nowhere near done, but that's the beginning of what you're going to do, or what I will do. Then I get this one. See, this is an important brush too. But make sure you take the red off of it before you... I didn't think I had so much red on it when I put it away. So a little raw sienna. You like raw sienna? I know I like it.
Do you want clean water?
Yes, but yes.
Yes?
Yes, that would be great. Because I'm going to do some grass up front here. And a little umber. And we'll get some more of that yellow. So let's do something with this. Let's give some interesting grace we can have in the front here. Usually the front row is the ones that have to worry. That's right. That's the one where I splash. It's always the front row that gets it. Yeah. The only thing is I don't have a mallet. It's like Gallagher. Add a little gold to it because it's kind of more interesting, I think. So we'll come over here. Remember, we have some shadows. So we'll start putting this in. Now we're going to get a little bit, you know, that's you just rubbing around with some grass there. But here you want to get a flow of the grass. The grass has a certain flow to it. It's either pointing this way or that way, and sometimes it points both ways. And that's because the elements affect it, right? So that's very obvious, right? So we're going to do that. And then grass has a tendency to clump, right? Especially if you've got crabgrass, people know all about that. And you get some, so you keep all your interest, or where you want to create some interest, in the front. And then we'll go up to the side. We'll get some of that in there. Oh, I should hold it. Okay, so we have some interest, something happening. Get a little more blue in there. Go around. And where's the yellow? I ran out of yellow. I have yellow. That's the thing about when I used to, because we use so much of this stuff when, as an illustrator, I was always using the same greens, and I had to do, I don't know how many houses with trees and whatever. And so what I used to do is I used to put it in ice cube trays. And that's how I had all my paint. I had the same colors. I would mix 3 different colors. The sunlight, the shade, and the shadow. And those were the colors you mixed. And you had to do that on every single thing. It had to be like that. So that's an important thing if you're going to have it all the same. Now I'm going to get into the tree brush soon, again. But I just wanted to get, this should have a little more blue in it. When you get into the shadow area, put a little more blue in there. It's the same colors, but a little bluer. It seems to work better. So we're going to let's get the old tree brush, because that is where I always feel at home when I have the tree brush. Now I can do something. So, sometimes you'll lay it down. And sometimes you'll pick it up. That's all right. That's okay. It's always good to have, too, the something to put dab your brush on. This is the shadow area from the barn, casting a shadow on the property. So that will, and again, it goes like this, goes back, and not everything sticks up. Some things stick up and some things clump and fall down. And something happened over here. Somebody did something. So the shadow got down from the building and made something happen. Okay, so that's the start of what the ground looks like. I'm always careful. I gotta be careful with this because I'll have it all over my shirt. And my wife doesn't like that. She still doesn't like that.
Should I look for shirts at yard sales too?
Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, because they got them with the dishes.
Yeah.
The same lady. And they'll know. They'll say, "Are you with that guy?"
Yeah. It's for Tom to pay me. I don't understand how you go through dishes. What are you doing with them? Throwing them out instead of washing them up?